Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Moony Movie Show. This is another installment in our countdown to the Oscars 2026, and on this installment, we're going over Frankenstein. Man, have I been waiting to get to this one. This is one that I have been eagerly anticipating talking about. Frankenstein is a movie by Guillermo del Toro. It is about Dr. Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant, egotistical scientist, brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. Dude, I love this movie. Oh my god, I love this movie. Okay. So, I've been a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro since I was really young. I mean, Hellboy, Pacific Rim, Coco, Hellboy 2. You see what I did there? You know, it's what we call tongue-in-cheek. And I like a lot of his newer stuff too, like Nightmare Alley, and of course his big Oscar win with The Shape of Water. I've just been a huge fan of his, man. I love Guillermo. Even movies I didn't even like his latest one, Pinocchio, when it won for Best Animated. I didn't even like that movie, but I like Guillermo so much that I was just happy to see him win another Oscar. Just a huge fan of him, and have been since I was young. To say that I was excited when I heard that Guillermo del Toro was going to be making a Frankenstein adaptation is an understatement. I was so excited. Between Guillermo's second-to-none use of practical effects and such a stacked cast, especially back when Andrew Garfield was attached, because for those of us who remember, Andrew Garfield was supposed to play the monster in this movie, not Jacob Elordi. But I have no complaints because Jacob Elordi is pretty good in this movie. But we'll get to that later. This movie delivered in spades. I don't think I have any negatives to say about this movie. It's all positives. I loved this movie. All of the performances are great. Jacob Elordi did such a good job making me feel very empathetic towards the monster. He did such a great job. I was really nervous when they said that Andrew Garfield was dropping out and they were replacing with Jacob Elordi. I don't have a whole lot of exposure to Jacob Elordi other than Euphoria and Saltburn, which he's great in Saltburn. Very neutral on him when it comes to Euphoria, but he was pretty good in Saltburn. So when I heard that he was replacing Andrew Garfield, who is one of my top 3 actors of all time, by the way, I was a little on the fence about it, a little nervous, but I was nervous for nothing because Jacob Elordi killed it. He's great in this movie. Oscar Isaac also did great as Dr. Frankenstein. I could never really tell if I loved him or hated him. You know, I mean, obviously he's a troubled character. There are things to like about him. There's a lot more things to hate. But especially for the first half of the story, we're seeing everything through his perspective, and you know, you like to root for the main character a bit. But he is such a terrible, monstrous character in this movie. But Oscar Isaac kills it, and I love Oscar Isaac. Such a talent. Love that dude in almost everything he's in. And he's great as Dr. Frankenstein. I really liked him as Dr. Frankenstein. All the performances were great. I don't really have much exposure to Maya Goth in almost anything else other than like the Pearl movies. I've seen most of those, I think. There might be one that I haven't seen, but I think I've seen most of those, and I thought she was pretty talented in those. She does great here. As small of a role as it is, she does do good. The performances pretty much across the board are really good, and of course, when you have performances across the board that are really good, you have to give credit to the director, Guillermo. Man, Guillermo del Toro, man, he's just a powerhouse. I love this dude so much. He knows how to make a good movie, man. And it's no surprise, when you're talking about a Guillermo del Toro movie, that this movie just looked amazing. Everything from special effects, practical effects, the use of color, everything just fit the movie so well, and that's not a unique thing when it comes to this movie when you're talking about other Guillermo del Toro movies. He has this essence of his filmmaking that I can't put words to, but you can always just kind of tell when watching a movie when Guillermo del Toro's hand has been there. He's just got this certain artistic flair that you can immediately tell Guillermo was here, you know? I'm such a fan, and I loved this movie so much. I can't recommend it more. Everyone should be watching this. It's on Netflix, for Christ's sakes. Everybody has Netflix. Go watch this movie. I am not too familiar with the book. I know I read it when I was a little kid. Honestly, younger than I should have been reading it, and definitely too young to comprehend it. So I can't really compare, like, oh, if it was a good adaptation or not. regardless of if it's a good adaptation, it's a great movie. And I highly suggest anybody should watch it. I think it's a thumbs up for general movie-going audiences. I don't think it's a super art house film. I think it's a pretty across-the-board enjoyable movie. I liked it a lot. You should give it a shot. I will happily give Frankenstein a full moon. Well, all right, guys. That was Frankenstein, and that brings us to our conclusion of this installment of our countdown to the Oscars 2026. I hope you enjoyed it. We are doing all 10 Best Picture nominees, so if you want to go watch any of the other 9 reviews for the Best Picture nominees, you're welcome to do so. We should have all of them uploaded by Oscar Sunday. Just hop on over if you have another one you want to watch. Until then, this has been the Moony Movie Show. Have a good one.